Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a video answering your questions. So a few days ago I put out a community post asking you guys to ask me questions, and in the background I'll be grinding. So yeah, let's get started. So first question, Strawberry Lemonade asks, what artists or bands do you listen to, and if so, what are your favorite songs? So I have a lot of favorite songs. I'll put some up on the screen. So I really like Feel Good by Sin Cole, In My Room by Julia Wolf, Tears of Gold, I'll Believe in Anything, New Perspective by Panic at the Disco, Ripples, and then an MLP song, I'll Fly, Tanks for the Memories. Tanks for the Memories is the episode that this song is from. And then we have Run to Break Free. This is another MLP song, but from Equestria Girls. This is one of my favorites. Hold On Till May by Pierce the Veil, Let Down by Radiohead, Angel of Darkness, Days Gone By Applejack, and Family, MLP. I'm not sure if this is a fan-made song or not, but it sounds really real. Midnight in Me by Twilight Sparkle, MLP Equestria Girls, You and Only You by The Softies. This is a fan-made MLP song called Wonderbolt by Rainbow Dash. First Love, Late Spring by Mitski. Time to Pretend, Motion Sickness. I really like the songs that are in Minecraft by C418, but specifically My Son Venus. The Color Violet, Imagination by Shiloh Dynasty, Scott Street, Sunset Lover, Anything by Adrian Linker, Like a Stone, Symphonia, The View Between Villages, Serial Experiments Lane, Wise Man by Frank Ocean, and the last one I have is Ocean Man by Ween. It's used in the SpongeBob movie. This just names a few songs that I really like, but I have a playlist on my channel that showcases a lot of my favorite songs, so if you want to see more, they're in there. So the next question is by Troy Cat Meow. They ask, do you trade any old houses that you don't use anymore? So right now I don't have any houses to trade because I either already traded them or I want to keep them because I'm making a lot of MLP theme builds and I want to keep those because I love MLP. But I will let you guys know if I have any houses to trade. So the next question is by I Don't Know King. They ask, can we ever see you play Minecraft because it would be cool? I would love to play Minecraft. I think I'll probably do it on this channel. I have another channel that I'm going to use for more Minecraft videos. A lot of times I play creative in Minecraft, and I built a lot of Bikini Bottom, the city from SpongeBob, in Minecraft. I did do that in creative mode, and a few pictures of that are on my Pinterest. Well, at least this one, Mrs. Puff's build. I would like to show you guys that, like a more detailed full tour of that build that I did. And I've been playing Minecraft for a very long time, and I used to watch older Minecraft YouTubers like a lot when I was a kid. I loved them so much. So I'm gonna name a few right now that I really loved. Dan TDM, Samby Longnose, Amy Lee 33, Ethos Lab, Salem's Lady, and then we have a few other Minecraft YouTubers that I still come back to this day to watch. Dialco, Wifeys, he does like more scarier Minecraft videos like those, you know, Minecraft horror mods or Minecraft ARGs, which is basically like telling a scary story within Minecraft. It's really cool. And then Retro Gaming Now also does that. And then Stereotypical is another horror Minecraft channel. And Love Star Kai, their Minecraft videos are more chill or like laid back, not horror videos usually. But those are some of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers right now that I can think of. But yes, I would love to play Minecraft in videos. Minecraft is like my second favorite game ever after Roblox. Okay, then the next question, Love Sugar. Who's your favorite pony in My Little Pony? My favorite MLP character is actually Rainbow Dash. So I really love Rainbow Dash and Rarity. I relate a lot more to Rarity, but I just really enjoy how like they're both really outgoing and energetic. Well, Rainbow's more so energetic, but I really like how, you know, like Rainbow's ambition to achieve her goals. And I think she's really funny along with Pinkie Pie. But I would say Rainbow is my favorite, and Rarity is a close second. So the next question by Not Nay, what's your favorite pet and Adopt Me? So my favorite pet is the balloon unicorn. I want to eventually get a mega one. I love it so much. I also really like the normal unicorn, but I would say the balloon uni is my favorite, and a close second is the alley cat. Okay, the next question from Pusheen says, hi, how long have you been playing Adopt Me? Also, I love your houses. Thank you. So I would say my earliest memories playing Adopt Me was the Jungle Egg update. I think that was in 2019. I remember hatching lots of the jungle eggs because I was trying to get the parrot, but I kept on getting the brown bears. But those were still super cute, and I made a neon of it, and I still have that neon to this day. So I think I've been playing since 2019. I know I played a ton in 2020 as well. Okay, so the next person asked a lot of questions. So Emmy asks, what got you into building an Adopt Me? So I've always liked games where you can build or create things, you know, like Minecraft too, or customize your character. At the time, I was actually more into Royal High. Royal High is sadly dying right now, but I still do like it because of course I love character customization games. But I noticed one day that Adopt Me updated their building system. Like, it was back in I think 2023 when Adopt Me added the advanced editing tools. Well, one day I noticed that from a TikTok video, and I was like, I gotta try that. And then I built this room, which is the first room that I ever built with these new advanced building tools. And that's basically how I started it. Well, that's how I started building in videos. So the next question is, where do you get your inspiration from? I get lots of inspiration from Pinterest. I have way too many pins, but I have this board. It's called Decoration on my profile, where I save lots of ideas for decorations. But I usually take inspiration from real rooms, Royal High rooms, Bloxburg, other people's builds in Adopt Me, The Sims, Minecraft, or even drawings of houses or rooms. Or even sometimes I take inspiration from plushies in real life to make plushies in Adopt Me, or little toys like calico critters. So here's my Pinterest. If you want to see all the inspiration that I have a ton of ideas on this decoration board that I made. You can use this to get some ideas too. I love Pinterest. So the next question is, do you use tutorials while building? So I don't use tutorials, I only use inspiration. I usually just pick some inspiration from Pinterest and try to look at it and maybe copy a few things from different builds. So the last question is, where do you live? I'm from the east side of the USA and I use the Eastern Standard Time Zone. So the next question is by Kurumi Muffin. They ask, my question for the Q&A, I sometimes look at your old edits and I'm wondering what editing app do you use for your edits, because your older ones are amazing. So thank you. I really used to enjoy editing a lot with those kind of edits because I used to do gacha videos. I don't know if you guys remember, but I used to be a gacha YouTuber and I would do these edits. I had so much fun doing it. I used VideoStar Pro to make almost all of those, I would say. The only other app I use is CapCut. CapCut and VideoStar Pro are the main apps that I use to do all of the editing. CapCut is more useful for putting like clips together if you need to put video clips or screenshots together to make videos. It's a lot more useful for that. And then VideoStar is good for making edits like these ones I'll put on the screen. VideoStar Pro is not good for making long form content. I now use CapCut or Flimora Pro to make my YouTube videos, but VideoStar Pro is amazing for making these kind of edits. It is kind of hard. I did have to watch a lot of tutorials and teach myself how to do it, but I really enjoyed doing it. I loved it. I may go back to doing it sometime. And I also sometimes used ibis Paint X, which is an art app on mobile or iPad. I use it to make edits like adding details to characters or adding lighting to characters, especially with the gacha edits. Not so much with the Roblox edits, but I used to use ibis Paint X to make thumbnails, although I don't really recommend doing that, because now I use Canva to make thumbnails. It's much better. It's an online website or an app. I think it's an app. I don't know. I use the online version. Okay, so the next question is from Strawberry Bon. How did you start your channel? So I actually originally started this channel as just a Roblox or gaming channel. I actually didn't specifically plan this to be Adopt Me. And my first videos were actually about Royal High. If you go back and look on my channel, you can see that I made Royal High video. Actually, I made only a few Royal High videos, and a few Hello Kitty Cafe videos, and even a Minecraft video too. But eventually what happened is I was more into Real High, so I was planning to post more Real High videos. But then I was scrolling on TikTok one day and I saw this video about how Adopt Me updated their building system. Like I said earlier, they added the advanced rotate and advanced move and shrinking and making items bigger. That was a really big update for Adopt Me for builders. It was amazing. So I saw a video about that on TikTok and I was like, I've got to try that with my new style. Because by the time it was like 2022, I discovered that I actually like more cuter and lighter aesthetics. Because back in 2020, I used to do builds. I'll put some on the screen that were like more modern, and I used to be into more darker aesthetics. I decided I actually like cuter aesthetics, so I wanted to try my building style in Adopt Me when I saw that video that Adopt Me got the building update. So then I tried it and I built this room. I'll put it on screen. I think I just called it a cute Hello Kitty room, and then I was like, this is so cute, I need to build a whole house out of it. And so I did. I created this Hello Kitty tiny home. And I still have the speed build for it on my channel right now. And I posted a short video touring it. And that short video touring it blew up on TikTok. And I was so excited because that's the first time I got recognized for doing Roblox content. This was back in 2023, I'm pretty sure. And then I think people from TikTok went to my YouTube and watched the speed build that I had for that house, because that speed build, I remember it getting more views than my content normally got at the time. So I posted that Hello Kitty tiny house speed build in 2023, and along with this short video for it. You guys can let me know if there was any other Adopt Me YouTubers making kawaii or like Sanrio aesthetic builds on Adopt Me like YouTube or TikTok, but I have a feeling I might have been one of the first people to start like the cute core trend on TikTok, Adopt Me, or YouTube. And I actually didn't even mean to. I was just trying out my style on a game that I liked. So yeah, that's how my channel started. Okay, and the next question from the same person, Strawberry Bond, was it easy or hard? So I would say it was not super hard, but the hardest part is staying consistent, and it's actually the most important part for your channel. When you're first starting out, you want to try and stay as consistent as you can, because the more you post, the more the algorithm will notice that you're there and will recommend your videos to more people. So if you're going to post on YouTube, you need to post at least once a week, and I know that's hard because I don't even follow it, but you can also post short form content more times a week, or even just short form content once a week to start if you don't have a lot of free time. But I would say it wasn't too hard because I did enjoy making videos, but what's hard is staying consistent when sometimes it takes a long time to build a house, because normally I do speed builds. So yeah, I would say it wasn't too hard, it's just the hardest part is staying consistent. But just try making shorter videos at first, because those are a lot easier, and then that way maybe you'll get burnt out less. I also make a lot of short form videos on my TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Sometimes my short form videos are only on my TikTok and not the YouTube Shorts, because YouTube Shorts has this 3-minute limit, and sometimes I make a video of a tutorial and it's like 3 minutes and 30 seconds long and I can't post it on YouTube Shorts. If you've noticed that, that's why. So the next question is from Ellie. How old are you, and any siblings? If you do they play Adopt Me? So I'm 22 and I do have siblings. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. My sister is the youngest and she does play Adopt Me occasionally, but my 2 brothers do not play Adopt Me at all. So the next question is from Corsets Pink. What's your dream pet? So my dream pet is a mega balloon unicorn. It's just so adorable. I would eventually love to get one, but I am still pretty happy with my neon one, but I would be even happier with a mega. The next question from the same person is, will you ever do a face reveal? So no, I will never do a face reveal on YouTube. I have done a small face reveal on my TikTok, but you might have to scroll a little bit to find it. And the last question from this person is, can we be friends? So I don't usually friend people because of the amount of people that would want to be friends. It wouldn't be fair to everyone. I just keep my joins on so that way anyone can join me and meet me when I'm playing the game in a public server. If you can't join me, I'm probably building and I don't want to get distracted. The next questions are from I'm a Human Forever. I feel like I recognize this username from my Discord server, but the first question they ask is, if you would post any other content than Adopt Me, what content would you make? So I would most likely make Minecraft videos other than Adopt Me, because Minecraft is my second favorite game ever, so it would probably be Minecraft content on my second channel. Well, my Minecraft channel anyway. And the next question, any hobbies you want to get into? So I want to practice my art more. I really like drawing and I want to get better at digital art, but I would say the biggest hobby I want to get into right now is drawing more, especially digital art, because I've seen people do some amazing digital art. 3, any other games you play than Roblox? So actually, I think the only other game I've played is just Minecraft. I've played a few Steam games like Gary's Mod, but I mostly just stick to Roblox and Minecraft. And the last question from this person, how much fandoms are you in? So for fandoms, I'm in the MLP fandom, SpongeBob fandom, Minecraft fandom, and of course the Roblox fandom. I think that's all fandoms I'm really in right now. I'll let you guys know if I get into another fandom though, because usually when I start something and then I get obsessed with it. The next question is from C-Sun. They asked, what are things that are improve your building skills? So for this, I think practicing just mainly helps, but I also try and pay attention to the items that people find creative ways to make different things with in Adopt Me. And I really like this builder. I'll put them on the screen. They have such detailed builds. It's crazy. And I love them. Especially this apartment build. And of course, I never directly copy anyone's build, but I just take notes on like items that they use for different things in their builds. And for example, with glitch builds, you can try and create a layout for your builds if you're doing a house. And you can take inspiration from Pinterest, or you can even draw the room or the layout that you want to make before you build it. I always find that my builds come out a little bit better when I plan, or at least look at some inspiration for how I think I want the house or the interior build to look like. So I usually look at inspiration on Pinterest and I try to get multiple things for inspiration. So look at multiple different pictures of houses or house layouts or interior decoration, depending on what you're trying to build, and take a little inspiration from each build, and not just one thing copied exactly, so that way it's more of your own thing. So the next question is from Bloody Bones. They ask, do you have any favorite YouTubers or movies that you like? So most of the time I listen to music, but I do have a few favorite YouTubers, and it also includes the Minecraft YouTubers that I listed earlier. A few more YouTubers are Alex Bale. He does conspiracy theories on a lot of TV shows, and of course the SpongeBob theories that I loved them. He did them a few years ago, like especially this television theory. It's basically about how the characters of SpongeBob are being filmed for a TV show, but they don't know it. And it's amazing. I think that's my favorite theory that he did. And then this channel, Meme Juice, is just a funny channel that I like. He makes a lot of memes with SpongeBob and Minecraft, which of course I love. And then Waxed Fraud, another Minecraft YouTuber. He does beautiful Minecraft builds that give me inspiration for building in Minecraft. And then another channel that I like is Swoop. She covers a lot of drama or more serious things that are happening in the world, and I like how she does it. So that's all that I can think of for YouTubers for right now. The movies that I like are Up. It's a childhood movie for me and it's kind of sad, but I did really like it. And then another movie I really liked is My Neighbor Totoro. It was so cute. And then Ponyo, another very cute movie. And then all the versions of Toy Story. I also really liked this movie called Astro Boy. It was also released a long time ago. And I also really liked this movie called WALL-E. It was a movie about robots and I thought it was pretty cool. Another movie that I liked is Tangled and Brave. And Monsters Inc., of course. That one was amazing. And then Wreck-It Ralph. So those are all the movies that I can think of that I like, and YouTubers that I can think of right now. So the next question is, which Adopt Me pet that you own is your favorite or you love the most? So it's probably my neon balloon uni. I also really like my alley cat and my neon cow. My balloon uni is the most loved. You can tell by its friendship level as well. It's over 200. So the next question is, can you do an inventory tour? Yes, I can do an updated inventory tour. I'll do one in my shorts videos on YouTube. And now the next question by Yummy Sprinkles. So they ask, how old are you? I'm 22, and my favorite animal in real life is kitties. I really like kittens. They're so cute. And bunnies are a close second. What is your style in clothing? So my style in clothing is usually very casual. I usually always wear pink. So I would say like girly casual. I do like to dress up sometimes, but most of the time I wear casual outfits with pink because that's my favorite color. How long do your Adopt Me builds take to finish? So of course it depends on the build, but usually a few days because I like to add lots of details to my builds. So I would say at least 2 days to finish a build. Or maybe I could finish in 1 day if I have a lot of free time and the build is not very big. And the last question is, what is your favorite artist or music genre? So I actually like a ton of different music genres and artists. It just depends on my mood. I listen to calming and sad music, and I also listen to very intense music and happy music. I have a playlist on my channel as well if you want to see all of my favorite songs, but I have a lot of different songs. The next question is by London MK Diva. They ask, who's your favorite character in MLP? So I did already answer this question, but I love MLP, so my favorite character is Rainbow Dash, but I relate more to Rarity. Rarity is very close second. So the second question they ask is, how did you get your building skills? So I did already explain this, but I'll just go over it again quickly. Like, I usually just take inspiration from other people's builds or Minecraft builds or The Sims or Animal Crossing or real life rooms or drawings of rooms. And of course, your builds don't have to always be perfect. The next question is, what are your favorite games on Roblox right now? So my favorite games on Roblox are obviously Adopt Me, and then Royal High is next. Catalog Avatar Creator is next. Royal High is also pretty close. I recently tried Animal Hospital, and it's actually really fun. I love it. So I would say those are my favorite games right now. And then they also said, by the way, I need a Rarity build. I love her. I know I will do a Rarity build. She's actually going to be the next build that I do. I need to figure out how big her house is because I was looking at pictures of the inside of the Carousel Boutique, and it looks really big. So I'll try to make it as accurate as I can. So the next question is from Maddie. What is your favorite show to watch? My favorite show right now is just My Little Pony. And then the next question, what is your favorite song or artist? So I really like songs from a bunch of different kind of artists. And I have a playlist on my channel for a bunch of different songs that I like. And the next question, would you ever consider doing a face reveal? So no, not on YouTube, but remember, I do have a small face reveal on my TikTok. You might have to scroll down a little bit to find it, but I did do one. 4, who's your current favorite MLP character? Right now, it's Rainbow Dash. And 5, the last question from this person, are you thinking about doing any other upcoming builds of different shows or characters? So yeah, I actually have thought about doing SpongeBob themed builds because I also really like SpongeBob. So the next question is by Simply Toasty. They ask, what shows do you like to watch? My Little Pony. Okay, and then do you have any websites or stores you recommend to get cute stuff from? So I would recommend Amazon, Etsy, sometimes eBay, and Depop. I have found lots of different cute things on all of those sites. So I'll put up some things that I think are pretty cute that I've found on Depop. And then I also found this Sugar Bunny sweater on Etsy. I love it. That My Sweet Piano plushie in that little container thingy that you're seeing, that's from Amazon Japan, and it has tons of cute things, but the shipping is really expensive if you live in the USA, so just be warned for that. I have found some cute jewelry and clothes on Depop as well, and Amazon has a lot of cute plushies and stickers and even Legos. I found a Kurikuma Lego build set that was super cute, and then my phone case is also from Amazon. It's very cute and they have tons of different sizes, and Amazon has tons of cute stickers. So I would say those are the main sites that I shop from. So the next question is from Troy Cat Meow. They ask, what's your favorite Adopt Me update ever? So I would say Christmas 2019. I loved this update so much. I remember playing it a lot, but I only hatched robins from the Christmas eggs. Unfortunately, I remember hatching robins and the wolves. I wasn't too lucky, but I remember this pet also had the swan, and that is a very beautiful pet. But also an honorable mention for updates is recently. The Sugarfest update was so good. I loved that one. And then they asked another question, which is, if you could change or add anything to the game, what would it be? So maybe I would add that you could change your pet to any color on the color wheel instead of just the color options we have now. It might be pretty hard to do that. I would like that update if they could add that. And then also maybe sometimes when you're building in houses, certain houses like the expandable friendly house have these pillars in the house that you can't change the colors of. So for example, if the house coloring that I'm doing is very light colored, and then sometimes houses have like gray or off-white pillars, or sometimes you just want to cover up something on the wall, and the only way to cover up these pillars is to put different shapes over it, and sometimes you have to put something that's very thick in order to cover up the whole thing. So maybe I would like to change around the walls of the house sometimes. So maybe they could add an update where you can change around the walls of the house inside, like not just in the glitch builds. But yeah, that's all the things I can think to add to the game at the moment. And then the last question they asked was, do you do house commissions? And if so, how do we request? So I don't do house commissions right now, and the reason is because I like to do speed builds of the houses that I build, and a lot of the times when doing commissions for people, they don't want you to do a speed build of the house, which is understandable, because if you want like a custom house and then you don't want a lot of clones of the house, because if I made a speed build of someone's commission, they would get a lot of clones of their house. So I understand why, and that's the reason why I don't do commissions. So yeah, I think this was all the questions that I got. So thank you to everyone who asked questions, and if you made it to the end, thank you so much. And let me know if you want me to talk about any other things like My Little Pony in grinding videos, because I am very interested in My Little Pony. Like, I can talk about my favorite characters or favorite episodes while grinding an Adopt Me. Let me know if that's something you guys would like, because I would really like it. And my next speed build will be on rarity. So yeah, that's everything for this video, and I'll see you guys later.